Hello, my name's Adam John Richardson. Let's walk through getting set up with the Arduino IDE. That stands for Integrated Development Environment. And it's a fancy word that just means, hey, let's go get some software that allows us to create some code, test it, and then run it on our Arduino microcontrollers. First things first, let's do a search, find it. I just searched for Arduino IDE. And I actually like this first result right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click it and let's see where we go. So you'll see here we have downloads. Specifically, the top one here, Arduino IDE 2.0.4. This looks like the most recent. Now, I have some options for Windows over here. I'm running in a Windows environment, and I'm just going to go ahead and click right here, the Windows 10 and newer. Notice it asks for a donation. You can give one. I encourage you to if you haven't ever donated. It's an open source project. That said, for this particular demonstration, I'm just going to click download. And notice it starts downloading, and notice it says, please help improve. I'm just going to exit out of this. And we now have this downloaded. I'm going to proceed to the next step. In this browser, I can just click up here, and I'm going to open that. And this will open the executable. And we'll just walk through the steps. It's taking a second. It's all right. All right, it's opening now. And I'm going to click agree. You have the option of performing a multi-user install or just for one user. I'm just going to set it up for me and me alone. And it asks for a location. Typically, the default's pretty solid. I'm going to click install. Now we wait for the next steps. Okay, we're back. It's all done installing. Notice we're at the prompt where it asks us if we want to go ahead and run it the first time. I'm going to keep that checkbox clicked, and I'll hit finish, and it should start up. So 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I have an Elegoo UNO R3 Arduino compatible board. Remember, the Arduino microcontroller boards are open sourced. I'm going to plug this in. And we hear that beep. I'm using a virtual machine. I'm just letting it know that I want it to be connected to the virtual machine. And voila. Now, I'm going to make sure we have the most recent version for UNO. Notice when I search for UNO, the top result here, Arduino AVR boards, this is what we're looking for. 1.8.6 is the most recent, and that's what I have installed. So we're all set. Next, I'm going to make sure that we have UNO selected here, so I just would go here to AVR boards, select UNO. Notice there's another version down below, UNO Wi-Fi. Mine is not Wi-Fi. This Elegoo board implements a standard UNO board, no Wi-Fi, so I make sure I just have this selected. Finally, I make sure that I have the port selected. Notice I have an option where it actually labels it Arduino Uno. That's what we're looking for. I don't want the generic serial port. I want the one that's actually labeled for my particular microcontroller. Now I can run this code. This code doesn't really do anything yet. This is a typical Arduino program. And notice the feedback. It says, hey, everything's working. I could actually upload this code to the board, which will do nothing, but let's see if it works. We're essentially setting things up. That's the first step in any type of sketch. That's what we call our little microcontroller programs within the Arduino IDE. This sketch sets the things up, does nothing in this case, and then it loops over and over again, and in this instance does nothing. And we see this actually worked. It actually validated, and I uploaded. Notice, done compiling, uploading. It's done. That's it. That's all the longer it took. It happened so fast I was still talking. So that's how we get things going. In the next video, I'll actually work through an example that involves the microcontroller and some basic circuitry on a breadboard. I'll see you later. Bye.